Welcome to historic Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, the setting for this year's exciting Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I want to thank you for joining us as we continue first round action. And sitting here with me today for all of this year's youth action is Thunderbolt Lanes General Manager Vicki Ingham. Welcome, Vicki.
Hey, Mark.
Also want to welcome all of you at home on our new station, Detroit 50, and we're glad you've decided to spend your mornings with Bowling Showcase. We're also excited to highlight the future for the sport. The youth bowlers, they're back. Over the course of the challenge, you'll be watching 8 hand-picked youth teams representing various bowling centers and groups go head-to-head in single-game Baker elimination matches. Just like the adults, each team consists of 5 members, with each member bowling 1 frame. Now at the end of the 5th frame, the teams will swap lanes and continue to the end of the match. So we start this year's competition with 8 teams: Century Bowl, Cherry Hill Lanes North, Mary Bowl, Perfect Game, Plum Hollow, Shelby Lanes, Thunderbolt Lanes, and Woodland Lanes. And at the end of our first round matches, the 4 winning teams will move on to the semifinal round and then the final championship match. So we start with 8 teams, but there can only be 1 Bowling Showcase Youth Championship winner. So let's take a look at today's first round match. This week's bowling battle features defending champion Century Bowl hitting the lanes against Plum Hollow. This year's Century Bowl team is determined to prove that all they have what it takes to keep the youth trophy right at Century Bowl, where they say it belongs. Standing in their way are rivals Plum Hollow Lanes, skilled, determined, and hungry for victory. Plum Hollow Lanes won't go down easy to the defending champions. This will be an all-out epic battle to the final frame. So there you have it. And once again, we're honored to have Vicki and MD USBC Association Manager Phil Goodman joining me to help bring you all the action. The teams are all set, the lanes are dressed, and the crowd is ready to cheer. So stick around, we'll be right back for the start of this year's first round action next on Bowling Showcase.
When you need your lawsuit won and done, call 1-800-LAWYERS. Auto injuries, slip and fall, Social Security disability. Call 1-800-LAWYERS. Zamler, Schiffman, and Karfus. Don't let your case go in the gutter.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC certified league competition and organize USBC certified tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. Once again, like a couple weeks ago, team starting out with a cheer.
They are. They seem pretty excited.
So this should be an exciting match. Century is the defending champion. Got a good team. But Plum Hollow, I think they're ready to roll.
All of these kids have a lot of experience. Good youth bowlers. They bowl in sanctioned, certified
Good youth
leagues.
programs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Both houses. Terrific.
Yep. All right, so we got Hayden Hebel up to bowl with the Century Bowl team on lane 14 here at Thunderbolt Lanes.
He threw that ball pretty good. He just started out bowling two-handed just about a year ago. So he's a new two-handed bowler.
Very good.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Ace Thomas now up for the Plum Hollow Lanes team on lane 15.
Ace Thomas is a new bowler, only a couple of years, but he's from a really embedded family of bowling, so.
Oh!
Well, that was an exciting start.
He kind of walks off like, whatever.
I think this is our first match where we started off both teams with a strike, right?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, he seemed unfazed.
Okay, we've got Alex Ryan now up. Alex, 195.13 high average.
It's math. Oh, look, his favorite subject is math. I was going to guess that.
That's right. All right, Alex. Show us what you got.
Throws the ball nice. Beautiful.
Nice strike by Alex.
Well, like you predicted, this is going to be a tough one.
That's right.
Savannah Swain.
Savannah Swain.
I've known her since she was very little, and she comes from a very strong bowling family, so she's a good bowler. Beautiful.
Little high,
Little
leads
high.
to 410.
Maybe just a little slow off her hand, but she had a great approach. Beautiful.
It definitely was.
So this isn't the easiest spare to make. She'll probably go for one.
Well, one gets you two since you're on a
Exactly.
strike.
Yep. Yep.
Of course, you know, that's because we used to keep score by hand. We kind of know that.
I know, but something to teach the audience as well.
Absolutely.
Savannah also plays volleyball. All right.
This is both of them.
Nice pitch.
Katie Stevens now up for the Century Bowl team.
Well, she was in Division I Girls State Champion 2023, so she would have done that in this room, Mark.
Yep.
So
She was
she's familiar
Detroit-
with the arena.
Detroit Free Press Girls Bowler of the Year.
She's very good. Very good. Oh, nice pitch.
Leads a 7-pin.
She has a very strong approach.
Yes, she does.
All right, 7-pin. Should be a easy conversion, but as we both know, these corner pins can be tricky on us.
Katie bowls on the Clarkston High School bowling team. Coach Ken Clayton, Vice President of Metro Detroit USPC for the Century team, is also the coach for the Clarkston High School team.
Looks good.
Good pickup, Katie.
This is Janae getting up for the Plum Hollow team. She's also a good high school bowler for John Glenn. She hasn't been bowling a long time. She's only a couple years into her high school career, but she's come a long way.
Oh, leaves the 6-8.
Now she can slide this over.
Yep.
She has a really, really long family line of bowlers in her family, so she's been watching it a long time, and I've known her since birth. She's a wonderful, wonderful girl. Looks good. Oh, nice shot at it.
Got one.
Nice shot at it.
All right, we got Dylan Keating now up for the Century Bowl team. High average of 228.
Wow, wow.
He owns over 17 bowling balls.
He made the all-city team. That's a pretty big accolade.
It is. It definitely is. Comes
All right.
high, leaves a 3-6.
He doesn't seem discouraged coming off the approach. Knows what he needs to do. He's going to go for a spare ball.
Yep. Confidence, right?
Picked up another one of the 17 bowling balls, and yep.
That's right. His favorite subject in school is the culinary program.
That's fantastic.
It is.
Nice cover.
Covers it easily.
This is Emery Stone for Plum Hollow.
Yep. Emery been bowling for 12 years. Crosses over and gets a strike. Doesn't matter how, it's how many.
He's a student at U of D, so his studies are pretty hard as well.
Math and science is
Yeah.
favorite. Brendan Riley. Brendan Riley. And was the Division I singles champion high school. Leaves a 7-pin.
As we know, when you're the singles champion, you climbed a high ladder.
Yes. Science and biology his favorite subjects. Misses
All right,
a
all
7-pin.
Kind of nice to see our students. A lot of math and science, and
Agree. I agree.
they all have some good interests.
Oh,
This is Gregory Daniels II coming up for Plum Hollow. He likes to be called Jack.
comes high, leaves a 4-7.
Comes a little high, looked like he tugged it just a little bit in front of his body. He's also a student at U of D in Detroit, and he's on the U of D bowling team. So,
Well, he's got a heck of a lineage too in bowling, doesn't he?
yeah, he's got a line to come behind. That's for sure. Grandma, mom, dad.
Yep. His mother is a member of the Detroit Bowling Hall of Fame, the Michigan State Hall of Fame,
Absolutely wonderful bowler.
and he covers that up.
Certainly, their family is a good friend to us here at Thunderbolt as well.
So we reached the first half of the game. Got a pretty good match going.
Yeah,
Century Bowl's got a 20-pin lead going into the second half. Now, admittedly, Century Bowl's thrown the ball better.
seems like it, but you
But
know,
Plum
looking
Hollow-
at the two teams, they definitely have the capability.
Absolutely.
You can see that. Might not have just as much of experience. Got a few younger bowlers on the team. You know, that makes a difference.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
got the nerves out.
We'll be back after these messages. Phil Goodman's going to take Novella Daniels, coach of the Plum Hollow team, and talk to her about how her team is going to come back strong. Right here on Bowling Showcase.
$1-800-LAWYERS is Michigan's premier auto injury law firm. They have helped thousands of people and won millions of dollars for clients. Period. The attorneys at 1-800-LAWYERS are in it to win it. Call the law office of Zamler, Schiffman, and Karfus.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC certified league competition and organize USBC certified tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. Okay, we're back on Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. We're at the halftime of the third first-round match between Century Bowl and Plum Hollow Lanes. Plum Hollow is down by 20 pins, so we're going to send it out to Phil Goodman, who's going to talk to Novella Daniels, the coach of the Plum Hollow Lanes team. Phil, take it away.
Coach Daniels,
Yes.
Plum Hollow is an excellent and experienced team. You're a little bit behind at this point. What are you going to tell the kids? How are you going to inspire them? How are you going to instruct them? What words of wisdom do you have for them?
Well, just the same as I always have for them. You know, make good shots, pick up what you leave, and, you know, maybe we can do a little bit better this time. We are going to have a lineup change. So, you know, we're hoping that this change makes a difference.
Absolutely. Always working hard, always making adjustments. We're looking forward to the second half.
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
Okay, we're looking
Back.
forward to the second half, too. 20-pin differential. We'll see what happens.
Lane change sometimes can make a difference.
Lane change can
one
make
way
a lot
or
of
another.
difference, that's for darn sure. So we've got Plum Hollow Lanes. We've got Ace Thomas up.
Started him off with a good strike in the.
He did. We were striking that very first frame.
Even though he has the least experience on the whole team, he got him going. See what he does here.
Crosses over and leaves a 5-pin.
Well, you know, in traditional bowling, when someone leaves a 5-pin, at least in adult bowling, you gotta raise that finger just in case they don't make it.
That's right.
The kids aren't expecting that, though.
No.
This should be an easy cover for him if he gets the ball in front of him.
Yes, I agree. Oh.
All right, let it go. A little quick off his hand. All right, we have Hayden coming up. He also started off with a strong strike.
Yes, he did. So you at home, you may see different names on the back of the shirts for a couple of these players. But trust us when we tell you, this is Hayden Hebel. Comes high, leaves the 2-4-7.
Yeah, he crossed completely over into what is his Brooklyn side, but just barely touched the head pin as it was making its way across the lane.
Hayden, 175 average. Also plays travel baseball and basketball.
Basketball. Had a couple of travel kids in this. Oh, nice cover.
Not necessarily the recommended way, but it sure does work.
He looked a little bit worried, to be honest. So looks like
we got Frederick Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Up for the Plum Hollow Lanes team. We got a sub in the lineup here.
He's a good bowler.
Goes to Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Comes a little high, leaves the 4-7-10.
All right. You know, when you have a little discouraging hit like that on the first frame, the first ball, the main thing is just keep your head in the game. Want to get 2 pins. If you can't get the spare, you want to at least get 2 pins.
So Frederick at Orchard Lake St. Mary also plays football, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, and basketball. That's a pretty well-rounded sportsman.
I think so.
Ball's
all
off
right,
into the
all
gutter.
right. All right.
So we got a lineup change for the Century Bowl team too. We've got Abby Stevens in for Alex Ryan. Abby is Katie Stevens' sister. She's been bowling for 10 years.
She's only in 10th grade, so she's got a ways to go in her bowling career as well. She plays basketball and track on top of bowling.
Crosses over and gets a strike.
Crosses over, but got the 10.
That's right.
Did her job.
That's right. Janae Allette up for the Plum Hollow Lanes team on lane 14 here at Thunder Bowl. Got a high average of 157. Been bowling for 10 years.
She's very consistently bowled in youth leagues. A little high.
Leaves the 2-4-7-8.
Plum Hollow's struggling a little bit,
They are.
but they are challenging themselves to get the spares, which is the main thing. The spares win a lot of games.
They do. Mm-hmm. They definitely do.
She got her spare ball, so. Oh. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that sleeper back there sometimes is tough to get out.
Can't always get that one.
So we got Katie Stevens now.
Katie's got quite a resume for bowling.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
State champion last year in Division I girls.
First team All-State Detroit Free Press Bowler of the Year for
Girls
2023.
Bowler of the Year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fantastic. Strong.
There's a strike.
Beautiful.
Emery Stone now up for the Plum Hollow Lanes team.
Strike is always going to get the team back revved up, you know. All right, Emery's got the ball off his hand. Good.
Oh, leaves the
He leaves
6,
a tough
9,
one.
10.
This is also an easy spare to pick off, as we call it in bowling, a pin or two. Got to get kind of right in the middle there. He's got a little experience, so he probably knows that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got his spare ball in his hand.
Lined up.
Oh. Dylan Keating now up for the Century Bowl team, up on lane 15.
On top of being on the All-City team, he finished 5th at regionals last year for singles. Again, that's a big feat.
And he's a junior this year.
Yeah, nice. Nice ball. Looked like he was lingering in the moment there.
That's right. This chariot, or this Century Bowl team heading to the semis.
Heading to the semis. Well, you know, when you're a returning champion, you do dig deep sometimes.
Yes.
We have Greg Daniels the second up.
Crosses over and leaves a 9 pin. Always a great experience for these kids, regardless of how they do.
I think so too, and you know, coming from the same youth program, they all know one another, so that's fun for them as well.
That's important.
A lot of camaraderie. It's the best part about bowling.
It is.
It's one of the things I love the most. I love the camaraderie of
Well,
bowling.
at this point in my career, it is the thing I love the most.
Nice cover.
All right, Greg. Greg's a senior.
Greg's a senior. Going to be a senior, yep.
Amazingly.
Yeah, he's a senior this year, that's right.
Yeah, amazingly, only been bowling 2 years.
He really has, even though he came from
The
that
bowling,
strong
bowling family.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think it was his thing, quote unquote, but he's really taken it under his wing, and he's pretty good.
But as parents, don't we all want the kids to find their own direction?
We do. We want them to like what we like, though. Nice ball.
All right, good shot there.
Nice ball.
127 for the Plum Hollow Lanes team. Century Bowl's got 115 in the 6th, working on 3 strikes in a row.
Well, Brendan's going to finish up for them.
Brendan Riley, our state champion from last year.
He actually has a nice hobby. Ooh. He left a tough one, but as a left-hander, we could see this happen.
Yep, comes a little light, leaves a 3, 7, 10.
He likes to bird watch, and he finds a lot of different species in Michigan, which I know bird watching in Michigan is pretty big. He's also on the MDUSBC All-City team. All right.
It's one.
It's a tough leave.
It is. Final score of this match, Century Bowl, the defending champions, 198. Plum Hollow Lanes, 127. Teams are congratulating each other. Nice sportsmanship.
I agree. Tough match for Plum Hollow.
It was.
Again, Century has a little bit more experience, so that can play into it sometimes, although Plum Hollow has a lot of kids at Bowl High School. There's a few younger kids, but I don't think it'll be the last time we see them here.
No, I think you're right, especially with Novella Daniels.
Yes, great coach.
Yep. So we'll be back after these messages. We're going to talk to Ken Clayton, the coach of the Century Bowl team, about his dominating performance today and their chances for the future here on Bowling Showcase. The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also Youth Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 600 and 700 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC. Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC Certified League competition and organize USBC Certified Tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. Okay, welcome back. This game was in the mat, in the books. Century Bowl 198, Plum Hollow 127. We're going to talk to Coach Ken Clayton about his team, about his defending champion team here in the Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. So Ken, congratulations on your win today.
Thank you. Great win, great shots by these guys. Everybody made good shots.
So what was the key to your success today?
I think the key was starting off with a double, just starting out strong, and we just followed it up. We're going to come through strong. We've got a lot of good bowlers out here, but we can match up with any of them.
Okay, well, what do you think your chances are moving into next week? You bowl against the Thunderbolt team.
Thunderbolt's got a tough squad, and we know a lot of them from high school bowling and other youth tournaments, so we know we're up against somebody, but we'll face it.
Well, right here at Thunderbolt.
Yep.
Okay, well, congratulations. We'll see you in the semifinals.
Thanks, Mark.
So there we are. Another match in the books.
Yeah, that was a very good match. They did start out with those 2 strikes. They were pretty excited, and I think that was a big build. Yep, for sure.
I totally agree. So next week on Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge, we're going to conclude our first round of matches. Perfect Game and Cherry Hill Lanes North. Should be a very exciting match.
Excellent.
Okay. See you next week on Bowling Showcase. Promotional consideration paid for by the following: